on how your years in elementary school has molded you into the young men and women I see here before me. We are beyond proud of each of you. Thank you to our PTA for helping to make this event possible, and to each of our families for joining us here today. At this time, please welcome our PTA president, Ms. Jennifer Ronaldo.
Right. What a wonderful sight after 2 years. Finally see all these families in person. Right? The Kingston PTA each year awards 3 scholarships to high school graduates that previously attended Kingston Elementary. As in previous years, these applicants are leaders in the community. Today, I have the privilege of introducing 3 well-deserving and talented graduates. Each of the 3 gentlemen sitting here today will be attending Union Tech in the fall. They all attend personal and each have developed their own interests. Their list of achievements in academics, athletics, and community involvement is impressive. After reading their applications, I noted a common theme. Kingston provided them with a strong foundation. One student noted in his application that the time at Kingston helped him to establish a strong and healthy mindset. As a parent with children who attend a school like everyone, we are fortunate to have an amazing group of educators, administrators, and staff here at Kingston. With their guidance, our Kingston alumni will continue to expand on the building blocks that were set in place during their time at the school. The 3 graduating seniors certainly exemplify what an amazing foundation is in place after attending Kingston. Each of these gentlemen will get a chance in a moment to come to the stage to give some words of wisdom, maybe some guiding authorities for the 5th grade graduates. And I look forward to seeing a few of the current 5th grade graders up here in a few years speaking also. So it's now my pleasure to introduce our 3 scholarship winners, Evan Roberts, Noah McNamara, and William Lindahl. And
Good morning, Kingston Elementary. My name is Evan Roberts, and I'll be graduating from First Colonial High School today and attending Virginia Tech to study fish conservation and wildlife science. I remember being in the same seats as you in 5th grade, and I remember the scholarship winners listing off all their accomplishments and having a clear plan for life, and wondering if I would ever find something that I was passionate about, something that made school worthwhile. When I was in 10th grade, I had the opportunity to apply and was accepted to the environmental studies program through Virginia Beach Schools. My classroom was at the beautiful Brock Center right on the Lake Haven River. My days were spent outside sand netting, growing trees, and fish sampling. It was here in the brackish waters of the bay that I found my passion. And through the coursework, guided me to my future major of fish conservation and my future goal of being a fish biologist. It took some time and a lot of work, but eventually I understood the gift that my education had given me, a purpose. When I was in 3rd grade at Kingston, I met a lifelong best friend and soon-to-be college roommate, Jake Schaefer. A few years ago, early one morning, we decided to try and catch a few bass in a pretty remote area. Jake and I had the genius idea we could throw artificial frogs across lily pads and grass to try and catch a monster fish. The best time to do this, though, is at sunrise. And this time of year, the sun rises at about 5:45 a.m. The problem was that we had to be at this spot as the sun was coming up, and this spot is about 30 minutes from my house, about a 3-mile hike ride from the beginning of the park. So a 5:45 a.m. fishing trip quickly turned into a 4 a.m. wake-up call. We did a bunch of preparation the night before, tying up rods and rigging up the bikes and packing our bags. When we got to the parking lot in the morning, we dreaded the ride out there, but we grinded it out, pedaling as fast as our beach cruisers could take us. In these moments, it was really hard, and most of the time we didn't think it was going to be worth it in the end. Although the early morning was rough, it reminds me a lot of my educational journey. The countless hours I spent doing homework reminds me of my late night preparations right before a fishing trip. The miles of bike riding and the struggle to get out of bed early reminds me of having to force myself to get up, get to school, pay attention, and do well in my classes. I know I left the story on a bit of a cliffhanger, but both Jake and I ended up catching so many bass that we eventually lost count. And it was something I will remember for the rest of my life. The reason I tell you this story is because I think it applies to each and every one of our lives. Even though we may take different paths, and even though some of y'all have never fished before, We all have to put in countless hours of preparation and hard work to accomplish our goals. We all have to get up and show up and be prepared to do the hard work. Sometimes you may catch a lot of fish, and sometimes you won't catch any. But the journey is still always worth it. Finally, finding something that you're passionate about may take time, but you will find it. Think about the things that make your heart beat faster, things that you could learn about for hours and never feel bored. How can you best prepare to make your goals a reality as you find your passions in life? Congratulations, Kingston fifth graders. Middle school is the wild ride. Thank you, PTA, for supporting with the students and for this opportunity.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? All right, good morning, Kingston students, families, and staff. My name is Noah McNamara, and I go to First Colonial High School. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Kingston PTA for this wonderful acknowledgement and recognition. It was only a short 7 years ago, I sat exactly where you guys are, ready to graduate and take on the next chapter of my life. As a Kingston student, you are blessed with having some of the best administrators and staff that any student could ask for. That includes you, Mom. I was lucky enough to have the other fifth grade teachers as well. Mrs. Sanga in the first grade, Ms. Lee in fourth grade, and Ms. Lamb in the fifth grade. At Kingston, I made many memories. As a fifth grade student in Mr. Clemens' class, I always played football or different games during PE. One of my friends and I thought it would be funny to attempt to throw the football on the roof of the school. And on about our fifth attempt, throw went horribly wrong and hit another student in the face. Mr. Clemens found out, obviously, and went right down to my mom's classroom to inform her about what had happened. I was very sad and thought that this would affect my entire life. But as you can see, I'm still up here on this podium, ready to graduate. So my lesson to you all is to not let minor setbacks prevent you from accomplishing your goals. Another memory I'd like to share was our games chapter, Lamb's class. As a kid, I always loved making money. So on the ride back from Jamestown, I was playing games on my iPad. And all the other kids were begging me to play on it as well. So instead of just giving it to them, I decided I would charge my classmates for it. And even though this Lamb was not happy about this, I learned that I had newfound passion and skill for business, which I'll be studying this fall at Virginia Tech. I want you to be knowledgeable of what you're good at. Perfect those skills so in the future you'll be able to be successful and be passionate about what you do. Heading into middle school, it is important to have a good work ethic and always complete your work on time. Although that math worksheet or that history paper may seem boring in the moment, completing these assignments on time builds strong character and it will pay off in the future. Lastly, I encourage you to always try new things. If you are nervous for trying out for that sports team or joining that club, always give it a try because you want to live life with no regrets. Middle school and high school go by faster than you think, I promise. As Denzel Washington said, if you don't fail, you're not even trying. So don't be afraid to fail and try new things. Thank you all very much for your time and good luck in the future.
Good morning, students of Kingston Elementary School and staff. My name is William Woodall. I would like to thank the PTA, the principal, Mr. Baker, and all of the amazing faculty for this amazing opportunity. As a student who has attended Kingston Elementary School from kindergarten through fifth grade, there has been many experiences and memorable moments I've gained along the way. However, the most important thing I've learned over the course of my time is the process of determination. I've created a simple yet effective acronym I would like to share based on my advice to you graduates. As a Kingston Cougar, don't ever forget your CAS. I know this may sound funny, but it stands for deeper meaning behind the word. C stands for courage. You will face many challenges in your future. However, standing up to them takes courage and strength in order to overcome them. I know you have what it takes after staying strong and being brave in the midst of COVID-19 and all the challenges students like you went through. Stay strong and do not be afraid of anything that may come your way. The A in CAT stands for apply. Do not settle for less. Instead, take risks and try new things. Try out for that sports team. Take a foreign language class. Apply what you have learned and step out. I am thankful for my fifth grade teacher, Miss Dale, who encouraged me to apply to Plaza Middle School, which led me to apply to the Environmental Studies program, and eventually led me to apply to Virginia Tech, where I plan to attend and study in the fall. Third and finally, T is for thankfulness. Do not hesitate to always thank the teachers, coaches, parents, siblings, and others for all their hard work invested in you. On that note, I would personally like to thank Mr. Clemens for always encouraging and challenging me to meet my goals. I've always been taught a thankful heart lifts you up and encourages you. Thank you to Kingston Elementary School for this opportunity and this amazing school that I will never forget. As a final thought, be courageous, apply what you have learned, and always be thankful. Congratulations, class of 2022.
All right, thank you. I would like to welcome the public grades, who present the commitment and the excellence in our support. Good morning. I want to start by thanking you for sharing your kids with us. It has been an honor watching them grow creatively. Sorry guys, I'm nervous. Unfortunately, I can only select 2 students who have embodied and embraced art this year within their. First, I'd like to recognize the student who takes her projects to new levels. That's just any chance she gets, and is even creating her own characters. To the lady who shows me her daily drawings on the way to the bus, Macy Presley. Okay, next I'd like to recognize the gentleman who was doing this helper. He never wanted to leave art class, and he told me every single class. He would have spent his field day with me, and he could have left. So the kind of gentleman who shared his last full day at school with me, Adrian Dunkel. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. John Fritz.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how honored I am to be up here today. That you've given me a chance to be part of this Kingston family. I've seen all your kids from their first day to graduation day. I felt sorrow for their difficulty. I felt joy for their triumphs. And I'm proud to be here today. The Kingston family community is different than anywhere I've ever been. When I first started here, the first thing I said to myself, I am moving here. My daughter is going to go to school. And that's what we did. And it was the best decision I ever made. Being part of this community means so much. People hear someone, kids here grades are so great. And I hope for that because I'll miss it every day. And I don't want to keep it in front of me, I just want to speak. But like I said, I've taught my kids since the first day in kindergarten. I've seen them come in, looking for where to go. I've seen them have their first relationship, their first play date, their first boyfriend, their first girlfriend, their first breakup. And then they went to second grade. So with that in mind, I see them become wonderful people, and I see them live so the people who they can become. And with that in mind, my first award for excellence in music was a person who, when she came here, was so quiet, so reserved, I did not really know what to name her. But the more that she participated, the more she came out of her shell, I found out she was an excellent piano player. In my class, she was not afraid to try new things, not afraid to fail. Because once she failed, you get up and try again. She's exemplary of that. And every day, when I saw her, Andy is a cheer. Every time I saw her, I cheered. So my first ever goes to Aaliyah Yang. Now, congratulations, family, because again, this is such a unique neighborhood. I think they're looking for the house. I see kids come through, they get here, they go to school, they grow up, they can't wait to leave. I know it's sad to say that they're off in the world, flying their way. But then when Saracen's have family, they come back. I've seen them time and time again, they leave, they do what they need to do when it's time to raise their family. They come back here to raise that family. I've seen the grandchildren of my teachers. Right now, a teacher retired when I came here, she sent her kids through here. And this year, her grandchild started kindergarten in the school. I've seen the daughters, the sons, the parents come through, and again, when they come back, they send their kids here. And because of that, it is a family. And that is giving back. You know, there's so much to rely on, someone you eat, shake hands, someone lift you up, or meet with me. But it's hard to come out of your show. And this person got to fight against his older brothers and siblings because he had to be unique. And every time I saw him, what he's told me, what he's done, I was taking him to instruments. He's a great person, great teacher. When his brothers left Kingston, gave him the time to shine and be the miracle he is. And this award goes to Jack, John, both. Now I'd like to present Aaron Knott. Oh, my friend.
Good morning, fifth graders and Princeton families. My name is Erin Nye, and I'm the library media specialist at fifth graders. I am so proud of all of you. What a year it's been. It brought me such great joy that the library could be open for all of you again this year. I hope you're as happy to be back with the books as I was. I also hope that you're inspired to try some new books with all of the book commercials that we need to have this year. Each year, I recognize new students who are the top library patrons of the year. That means that they visited the library the most and checked out the most books in all of fifth grade. This first student was such a pleasure to get to know this year. She checked out 91 books, which is incredible. From Miss Lamb's class, the next student I would like to recognize has been one of the top library patrons since we got here in second grade. He checked out 50 books this year, also from Ms. Lamb's class, Adrian Jones. Again, to you all, I want you to remember that the library is always there for you and will give you access to endless information for the rest of your life. Remember that books are magical and can take you anywhere. Now, our physical education specialist is Tommy Hunt.
Good morning to everyone. Unfortunately, this will be the last time that I will be able to say good morning to fifth grade. Good morning, boys and girls. One of the best parts of my job is watching you all grow and mature into smart and caring individuals. Now, as you head on to the next chapter in your life, I want to wish you all the best on your next endeavors. It is my honor to grant the Kingston Hoover Award for the 2021-2022 school year. I would like to take this opportunity to honor two students who demonstrate strong characteristics of leadership, responsibility, and determination to be the best that they can be. These two students give when they don't have to, care for others, live authentically, empower others, manage hardship, and serve with humility. I've had the privilege of seeing these two individuals grow throughout the years at Kingston. These two well-rounded recipients managed to have a diverse and healthy mix of rigorous academic and extracurricular activities. Admirably, they are able to take their goals and balance their busy schedules as they commit themselves wholeheartedly to be successful. This year, the recipients of the Kingston Cooper Award are Ryan Diamond, Aaron Esty, please join me in welcoming Mr. Don Prince and Outfit Great Awards.
Good morning, graduates. Good morning, parents. Good morning, guests. My name is Graham Mazer, and I am Kingston's proud principal. I stand before you humbled by what you have accomplished during your elementary career. Your kindness, perseverance, and resolve in adverse circumstance is without equal. If you were unaware, I grew up in the Kingston zone. I taught fourth grade here. I was your assistant principal when you were first graders. I am now your principal. I remain incredibly proud of what we do inside this transformational building. All which would not be possible without your supportive families, teachers, and staff who love you unconditionally. Now, boys and girls, unconditionally means they love you no matter what. So before we begin, I want you to turn and I want you to raise this roof as we congratulate our teachers and parents for what they do on a daily basis. Boys and girls, as our speaker said earlier, enjoy this moment. Enjoy this moment with your teachers, with your classmates, with your families. Continue to spread kindness as we work relentlessly to make this world a better place. As we conclude this emotional day for us all, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your laughter. I want to thank you for your inspiration. I want to thank you for all that makes Kingston the place it is. This week and many before, we had some epic moments together. Some of which being our kickball. Give me a thumbs up if you had some fun in that kickball. Reminiscing on my book club of Restart with my fifth grade crew. Thank you for teaching me what it means to love and just to be there for one another. And how could I forget my boys only family life lesson? How about that lesson, guys? We're still here. Boys and girls, as you begin, boys and girls, as you begin your next journey, I know we're excited. I want you to think about these next few words. When you leave this building, I want you to reminisce on the following. You all matter. You all belong. You all are enough. In the words of one of my heroes, Mr. Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't look around once in a while, you can miss it. That advice goes to you as well as your parents out there, because I know this time goes by so quickly. I want to thank you all for what you do to support me in this building and for making me better to serve you. Boys and girls, congratulations. Parents, everyone that's joined in celebrating us.
We have one more round of applause. These four ladies to my right, make sure that everyone can hear them all. We gotta give them a photo. Now that I have you all juiced up and excited, graduates, please rise. Parents, thank you so much for being here. Our graduates are going to go ahead and make their way back to the classrooms. Snap a picture. If you can have a round of applause.